Good morning, Quadcopter 101 here, and before we get started, let me get a shout out of the way. Today's shout out goes to Jaden Kassar. Jaden was the first to say first in one of my recent videos and thus wins a shout out. So what do I got for you today? This is something neat that I actually kind of like this a lot. This is the Xiaomi Mijia handheld gimbal, 3-axis gimbal, folks, for your smartphone. They also have a Mijia version gimbal for action phones such as GoPros and such, but this one has been designed for your smartphone use. What's so neat about it is it's got lots of features in addition to being self-stabilizing, keeping your camera on your phone very stable no matter what you do. You know, it's pretty cool. Additionally, it's got a little joystick which you can adjust the camera, moving it right and left. It's got buttons here for taking photos, buttons for stopping and starting video here, and also starting the gimbal by holding it down for 3 seconds. It has a power indicator lights right here, 4 of them right now. I'm still full power, and I've been using this thing for over a week, folks, doing a lot with it, trying to learn it, and it's still got full power. With that in mind, the battery in this thing is a huge 5,000 milliampere hour battery, 3.7 volt, I believe, that you can use through this micro USB port. This micro USB port is for updating the software on this, or not actually. This is for updating software. It does it through Wi-Fi. I'm sorry, folks. It's for charging the battery, okay? But using this micro USB port with an on-the-go cable, you can run a cable to your phone and use the battery in this as a power bank for powering your phone. Additionally, this red button on the back here, this is for zoom. It has zoom control over your camera on your phone. If your phone doesn't have optical zoom, it'll use digital zoom, and if you've got optical zoom, I believe it'll use optical zoom too. Unfortunately, my phone's only digital zoom, so when I use this, the video kind of gets a little bit fuzzy when I use this particular feature. This button here is your mode switch. It's programmable using the Fimi app for this particular device. Right now I got it set up to, if you hit it 3 times, it'll switch between the front and back camera, and if you hit it, let's see, 1 time, it'll hold the, yeah, I remember what I got it set up for. You hit it 1 time, it holds the phone's direction in place, but I need to turn on the app first before we get to that, so I haven't talked about that yet. The app controls some of the features, advanced features of this device, such as tracking. This has auto tracking. You can circle something and it will auto track automatically. Like I'm thinking of trying to track this guy cutting field here today on his lawnmower to show you that feature. But that's a neat device. But it's all controlled via Bluetooth with the controller here. The controller connects to the phone via Bluetooth. With that in mind, let's set this up. I'm going to turn my Bluetooth. I'm going to turn my Bluetooth on, and we'll show you some of the advanced features of this gimbal. Okay, this is the Fimi app, also known as the Mi Gimbal app on Google Play, and again, it has a lot of advanced features on it. Like, let's hit this one here, that box there, and that enables auto tracking. And let's see if I can track that guy in his. Let's see if it's tracking him. Yep, let's try again. Try again. Nah, it didn't track very well. Let's see if it will track the garbage can, a stationary object. And if I move to the left, is it tracking it? It's maintaining track on the garbage can. So, you know, that's the feature of this, auto tracking of objects. And it's doing such very well here. I haven't started video recording yet. Let's start video recording with a button here. And there, we should be recording. That brings up video, actually. Using my phone here. Now, one of the things about this, it doesn't tell you, it doesn't seem to show whether I am recording or not. Okay? I just hear a musical button, or a musical noise when I press the record button. What if I hold it down? No, that shuts it off. I'm not going to do that. But let's switch back to camera. And we're going to take a snapshot of that. So that's the tracking feature, folks. Let me turn off that tracking by hitting that button again. I want to go over some other features of this. Okay, turning to the left. Again, down in the lower left corner, there is a gear icon. And if we click on that, now the original Fimi app for this is all in Chinese if you download it from China. But if you download the Mi Gimbal, the identical Mi Gimbal app, it is in English. So I strongly recommend using the Mi Gimbal app available on Google Play or iTunes so you can get the English version. And it has available different scenes like normal, sport, wear, and custom. I don't want custom, I want normal. And what that does is adjusts how fast this thing reacts. Like if in sport mode, I guess that's for if you're jogging, you want to use this. This will more quickly react to movements than normal. And I'm not sure what wear is. They haven't explained that one. But again, the trigger key settings, this trigger key on the front, they are all configurable. Right now, again, I have the switch between the front and back camera by I believe quick press. Yeah, quick press switches front and back. No, 3 clicks switches front and back, and 1 click locks the gimbal position where it's pointed. And that's what I got it set up for. I'm going to demonstrate that here shortly, but let me go over the other features here in the menu while we're here. 4-direction key adjustment. You can adjust the speed of these 4-direction keys, and you can switch the yaw direction of the 4-direction key with yaw direction reverse, pitch direction reverse, so you can make left, move it right, and right move it left, or vice versa. You can calibrate the gimbal and horizontal calibration with the next 2 buttons. Do a firmware upgrade, which I've already done using the firmware upgrade button there. Beginner's guide is very basic, what the phone can do, how to install the phone. Do a balance adjustment, which I haven't talked about yet. There's a little adjustment knob here in the back. You can slide this arm in and out to adjust the balance. You can turn your camera vertically. You don't have to do horizontal like I'm doing. And shows you how to connect the app and hit start. So, and additionally, video resolution I haven't talked about. This is only available up through 4K 30 frames per second. 4K 60 frames per second is not available. So if your phone has that, unfortunately, you can't select that with your phone. And I believe grid, we can turn a grid on and off. Let's put a grid, turn a grid on so you can see the grid. And microphone mute and reset camera settings, and I'm not going to go over. I like the microphone on. It helps me sync up videos, and I don't need to reset my camera settings. But so most of this video, I'm not showing you my camera because my camera on this isn't the best. But I am going to show you the screen recordings that I got from this. And let's see, what haven't I shown yet? Oh, lower right corner. You can adjust the white balance. Right now I got it in auto for my phone, but it's sunny day. Let's select sunny. You can also select fluorescent, which should change the color. Wait a minute. Can I select fluorescent? Yeah. See, that changes the color, the white balance in the back. Incandescent, which makes it even more weird. Cloudy day, but it is a sunny day, and sunny and auto seem to be about the same. So the auto selection works kind of well. Now if we switch between video and normal camera, this is video mode now, we do have additional settings here. It's like time-lapse settings that you can select with this to do special effects with this particular gimbal using its feature here, like time-lapse. I'm not going to demonstrate that, but it is available. And finally, in the upper section there, I went over, there's the Bluetooth. If you click on Bluetooth, it helps you automatically connect this to your phone to the gimbal using that Bluetooth button there. It's very easy to set up. All you need to do is turn on Bluetooth on your phone. And again, the button to the right of that is auto tracking, and the button to the right of that, it looks like a lightning bolt, is your flash on your phone. If you want to set it to automatic or off or firing at all times, you can do such. Right now I got mine turned off though. So that's the flash button. So that's most of the features on this. Just a pretty neat gimbal. Let's do one more example of it. Let's see if I can get it to record. And we're going to move it to the right. I'm going to back out. and move it to the right, and I want to back out of this. I'm trying to remember how to do such. Oh, gotta click that. And let's demonstrate the gimbal by doing some walking around. Maybe actually running. Okay. I'm just jogging, showing you how well the gimbal is holding its position. Now I'm going to hold down the lock button, and even though I'm turning, the camera is locked in position because I got the lock setting set. So that's that. Now let's do the 3 clicks on the back. And actually I got to stop the video first. And 1, 2, 3. Well, it's not swapping to the back camera. So maybe I got, there we go. If you want to do selfies, that's what in effect what I wanted to demonstrate here. You can do such. Okay, and what I'm doing is I'm locking its position. So whichever way I go, it's stuck on my face there. So that's the lock position. Now if I let go and I turn, it will turn with me in effect. So, you know, again, this would be a great little selfie. Get the sun in my face so you can see me. But a great selfie stick if you're into selfie sticks, because you can do such. So again, that's the Xiaomi Mijia gimbal, 3-axis gimbal for smartphones. Hope you enjoyed this. This is Quadcopter 101, signing out.